zone number has been indicated in the middle bottom portion of your boarding card. Once again, zones E and F, please, at this time.
check. 1, 2, 787. Sniped. Tried it. Probably not the best choice. All the snipes. Evening, everybody, on a Friday. How are you doing? What's going on? Mikey, good evening. Wormhole, evening. Vanix, good evening. Brian, what's up? Good evening. Sebastian, sniped. What's going on? How are you all doing? Hope you had a good Friday. Whoo-wee. What a day. Long day. Really long day. Captain K, evening to you. How are you? How are you? This was our last... Sorry, PP. Evening reset. Afternoon, brace yourself. The one and only L Boogie is joining us tonight. L Boogie. Is he there with you?
You're killing me, Smalls.
Bryce, good evening. So yeah, today was the last day that Tate's Creek High School, where I work, exists. They're tearing it down this summer, and we moved everything out today. So I was exhausted from moving stuff, and woke up this morning not feeling very good. I'm okay now. You might hear in my voice I sound a little different. I think I had a small cold or something. I don't know. I feel much better now, but it was an exhausting day. Got some music written for a school I'm writing for, and yeah. So, did you move the PA system to your music class? Well, I mean, we couldn't move a lot. We had to move what we could, and we didn't have a lot of time to do it. Tonight's flight, let me switch this. Tonight's flight is going to be interesting. It's Friday the 13th. I wanted to pick something scary. So we're flying in hurricane conditions from New Orleans to, in my opinion, one of the world's scariest towns, Gary, Indiana. It's a short runway. I hope we'll be okay landing on this runway. Gary, Indiana is pretty scary. You've driven past Gary. Nobody drives to Gary, do they, Wormhole? They drive through it to get to somewhere else. Evening, Billy Bob. How are you doing, Billy Bob? Do you mean New Orleans? No, New Orleans. New Orleans. Yeah, Jake. You've driven through Gary. No one says I'm going to Gary for the weekend. Really? When did Gary speed up? It stinks. It really does stink when you drive by Gary. It's pretty bad. But yeah, you drive by Gary to get to Chicago or to leave Chicago and go back home. Gary is the crime capital of the world, according to my dad. It also, Brian, as my understanding, has the highest rate of like abandoned buildings per something in the world or something. Said you guys drove through in 98. Yeah, and 97. Although I don't remember if he tried out in 97. But we drove through Gary quite often in 98. And Gary's almost as affordable as living in Kentucky. I mean, it's not the ideal place to live. Apparently it was, like one of the largest steel towns. And then everybody left when the steel plants went somewhere else, or I don't know exactly the story, but basically all the jobs left, and so all the people left, and now it's just a lot of abandoned buildings. Visit the Mascot Hall of Fame. Is that something in Gary? Did they move the football field for the new school? No, Bryce. No, they're leaving our football field for the new school. We're keeping the old football field. So you hear someone hates people named Gary. No. No, never. Never. So I don't know. So, like, I've set the weather to be... It's still Tate's Creek wormhole. I've set the weather to be hurricane conditions. The question is, it's probably not going to be, like, the exact same hurricane condition every moment that we're flying. As you can see right now, we can hear the wind and rain, but where we are, it's not doing anything. So when we actually get up in the air, you know, we'll see how high the cloud level goes. And then when we're landing in Gary tonight, we'll see what kind of conditions we have, what kind of visibility we have. I got the Tate's Creek toucan shirt on right now. Just found it at my house, not sure where it came from. Toucan shirt? Really? A toucan shirt? That's an old shirt, I think. Like, early 2000s? You might be wearing like a 20-year-old shirt, Brian. So, we are going to, and your dad's probably going to get a kick out of this, Brian. We are going to start this plane from what is called cold and dark, where there is nothing going on in the cockpit. Is just this. And we have a checklist to make sure that we get everything going. This is the most intuitive, detailed plane in this simulator. It's really unbelievable, everything they've put into it. True Racing, yes, it did help, and I've used that guy's videos before for the Bravo, so when I heard his voice, I was like, oh yeah, I used his videos before. However, True Racing, I've put them in, but I've not actually used them. They're all in, so we'll find out tonight. In fact, let me do this.
Or else what?
I don't know, we'll see.
Or else pizza is gonna send out for you.
We'll see. I hope it works. It only takes 6 minutes and 9 seconds to start on a good day. Fliggity Cargo has 10,000 kilograms of Filgers on board. Hold on. Can't afford Folgers. We can't afford Folgers, so we made our own.
Jim never has a second cup of coffee at home.
And yeah, 787 Walk Ninja put something in there just a little while ago about why LNAV won't come on. So, okay, we're in the 737, the Boeing 737. The first thing I'm going to do is turn on some music, by the way, because it's too quiet. All right, first thing on the checklist, and you know what? I'll do it. I'll put a timer up. Let's see how long. Can I beat 45 minutes? I think that's a world record, isn't it? Blue Yonder, 45 minutes is the world record currently for starting this plane. Something like that. It's like 45 minutes or 44 minutes. Something like that. What's up, anime? It won't make the board. It won't make the board. All right, here we go. Step number 1, parking brake is set. So we're going to click that. There's our parking brake. Oh, I'll start the timer for you too. Now we're going to make sure our standby power guard is closed. It is. And then we're going to close the battery guard. So now we'll actually get some things starting to power on a little bit. Now the emergency exit lights. We're going to close this guard. And then I'm also going to turn on the dome light here so we can see a little bit better. And then I'm also, this isn't part of the checklist, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to turn up some brightness on the different panels so we can see a little bit better with some of these weather conditions. Some of these might be tough to see. The Boeing has a lot of brightness knobs right below your FMS screens on the left. So we're just going to go on and get those going now. And then we can turn up the brightness also on the MCDU. And are there any others? Oops. Down here. I think there's one down here. Yes. Come back, come back, come back. Turn up this brightness and this brightness. Okay. The next one is to do ground power. So what we need to do is we've got our own built-in power.
Pizza time.
What's up, Fade? We've got our own power in the plane, but we're going to hook up to an external cart that's going to supply power to us. So we're going to confirm that it's connected. That cart is this little guy right here. So what I'm going to do is turn this on. So now we should be receiving power from this external cart. Wormhole, I do have it, yes. I do have it. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is set the Irs knobs to nav. This is basically going to tell our GPS where the plane is. And that'll take a little bit of time to align. I think the way we've got it set up is 30 seconds. Then we're going to do some lights. We'll turn on our logo light to on, our wing light to on, and our wheel well light to on. For now, we'll leave the other lights off, the landing lights, the taxi lights, when we turn off lights. Listen to that rain. Ooh, listen to that rain. The next thing on the list, normally in this situation, you would do a lot of your tests, just to make sure, like, you could do like stall warning tests, you could do fire tests, oxygen tests. You could, like, your oxygen test would be down here. You could do things like this. The Xbox logo comes up. No, but there's different tests. You can do like tests over here. We're just not going to do that right now because the timer's running. We got to go. Passenger signs. We're going to turn on the no smoking and the seatbelt sign to auto. We're going to turn the electric hydraulic pumps to on. Okay, those are good. The next one is the yaw damper. It is way over here by itself. Turn it on. Window heat is up here. We're going to turn all 4 of these on. So we should see all 4 greens. Okay, left aft fuel pump. First fuel pump we need. I think we need that on to do the APU. Speaking of APU, we're going to go on and start it and monitor it. We can't do the APU bleed until we see this dial go up until about 7 and then drop to 4, and it takes about 15 seconds. So in the meantime, cheers everyone. Cheers. Oh. Silsung, what's up?
You think you ought to drink while you're flying?
Thanks, Sebastian. So it's gone up to 7. Even a little bit more than 7. And should drop to about 4. Oh, yeah. Okay. So we'll let that get down to 4. And then once that's good, we will turn the APU bleed on. Mastiff, good evening, Mastiff. How are you doing? Okay, APU bleed is right here. Turn that on. And now we're going to turn the APU gens on. Those are the inside here. And then I actually forgot how to verify that that's on. I think it's on when the blue is gone. But I thought there was something that said down here that you knew your APU gens were, or your APU was on. I just forgot what it was. So, the next one are the packs. This is like for the air conditioner. So we're going to turn on the packs to auto. And the isolation valve is on open currently, so we'll leave it there. Did eat at a White Castle in Gary one time, a mistake I've never repeated. What, the White Castle or the White Castle in Gary? Because I have not had White Castle probably in a few years. And White Castle is one of those things where you really, really, really want White Castle, and then you really, really, really regret White Castle. All right, so the next one is our altimeter. And we're going to find the altimeter here in New Orleans by typing that into chat, and it says the altimeter is you see where it says A3000 in the middle of all that? That's what we're doing. So we're going to go 3,000. So I'm going to turn this, and so you can see now where it says 3,000 or 30 inches. That's our barometric pressure. Transponder. We're going to set this, normally if we were talking to air traffic control, this would be kind of an identifier code where air traffic control would be able to follow us along. But since we're not talking to air traffic control, we're going to do a standard transponder code of 2000 for IFR. So 2000, and then we're going to turn this to TARA, or TA/RA. That's basically going to let us know if we are close to other aircraft in the vicinity. All right. The next... Wait, aren't you doing custom weather? I am. Oh, that's true. That's true. So you're right. That's right. You're right. Let me do B. You're right. I didn't even think about that. Thank you. So when I pressed B on my keyboard, it automatically did our barometer, and it's 29.49. Oh gosh, $39 for a hotel room in Gary. I mean, honestly, the hotel rooms in Las Vegas are that cheap as well. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is fuel and loading and boarding. So we have to go over here to the MCDU. We're going to go to FS Actions, Ground Services. Our ground power is currently connected. We're going to go to the next page. We've got different ones we can use here, but we're not going to deal with that right now. We're going to request a fuel truck. Now, as of right now, we've got too much fuel. I bet we have too much fuel. The fuel we need for this flight is 78.80. So, you know, if we had zero fuel and we put this in for the target, then this, you know, it would fill up, but we actually have more than we need. So we're gonna have to go to another screen and enter a different number where they actually remove fuel from the plane. Now it does say enter IRS position, so I'm gonna do that now. I'm gonna go to, let's see, go return menu, FMC, pause in it, next page. I'm gonna click the coordinates next to this GPS left, go back a page, and put those coordinates here. So now our IRS position is good. Now you see a lot of different GPS coordinates. We'll come back to that screen in a second. If I go to menu, FS Actions, I'm still doing fuel. I'm going to click fuel and actually enter in the exact number we need, which is 78.80. Put that in total kilograms, and we have now 37.7% fuel. So fuel is good. Go back to the main menu. Let's look at payload. This is where we see our passengers. It's usually about the same. I'll just keep these passengers the same way for now. Not going to worry about icing. Okay, return. And I'll just make sure. Okay. So the next thing we're going to do is put in our takeoff data. So I'm going to go back to this init ref. I'm going to do two things. I need to load our flight information. So let me do it from here first. Perf init request I don't think that is working like that. I think I need to do it. Let me go to index. Reference airport. Let me do KMSY for the airport. And I'm at gate 14. I remember that from earlier. Oh, not in database. Oh, I wonder if it's got a letter like a terminal. It might. So route. This is what I need to do. Route. I'm going to go flight plan request. Hold on. There we go. So I've got the file loaded for this flight, and it's this one here. It's New Orleans to Gary. 723 miles. We'll select it. And it's under request. And then we should see... Let's go to the next page. Okay, so... Oh, there it goes. So route uplink ready. Now that we've requested it, now we can load it. So now it's loading. Okay, it's still loading. Give it a second. Okay, activate and execute. So now we'll go to perf init, and we're going to request that information. Same thing, it's highlighted, it's finding it. Give it about 10 seconds. And it will say uplink ready, load. We just have to wait for that to happen. There it goes. So uplink ready, load, and now execute. All right. The altitude for this flight is 37,000 feet, or flight level 370. It's already up there. The wind, the cruise wind for this flight won't matter. It won't matter because we are not on live weather. So some of this isn't going to matter. Because normally if we were on live weather, it would know exactly what it is, but we put in bad weather. So we'll leave it at that. Transition altitude in the United States is 18,000 feet. Okay, we don't need to deal with that. So go to takeoff. And now we're going to do some information here. 0.5 degrees for flaps. See what the center of gravity and the trim percentage is. 5.61. Oh, let me do it like this. 5.61, right? Yes.
That's amazing. I got the same combination on my luggage.
Six one. Yep, there we go. 5.61. Got my racing pedals to work as rudder pedals. I'm ready to fly like a pro. What's up, Sax Man? 5.56? No, 5.61. At least for me. Okay. So now V speeds are not in yet. So we're not ready to do that yet.
You're not sending me $50. We're sending you $50.
I swear to God, if you send me $50.
$50, you are going to be so sorry.
Thanks, Canuck fan. Hope you brought your bulletproof vest. So it won't let me enter my V speeds yet. And that's probably because I haven't put in everything with like my departure information and stuff like that. So we'll come back to that. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to do the elevation for our cabin pressure. We're going to be going up to flight level 370. So 37,000 feet. And the airport elevation in Gary, Indiana, scary place, is 591 feet. So we'll just set it to 600. And now we go down to this. MCP. The MCP is this middle panel here, this mode control panel. So our altitude that we're going to be going to is 37,000 feet. Now, if we had air traffic control telling us, hey, you know, climb and maintain 8,000, we wouldn't want to go over that. But for now, since we don't have any of that, we're just doing this. Let me pull up the chart for New Orleans. Okay, so the runway we're doing out of New Orleans is runway 29er. And this is a layout of the airport. Oh, you can't see that. Hold on. There you go. This is the runway, and this is our location here, and we have to go right there, right behind us. The heading for runway 29 is 286. For those that don't know, runway numbers coordinate or correlate to the heading at which they are laid out. And so runway 29 is 286, runway 11 is 106 degrees, runway 2 is 016. So they usually are within a 10 degree cushion or buffer. So 286, I'm going to put in our course for 286.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again.
Just for the opening runway. Roar! Flight director's on. We won't deal with speed. However, I will adjust the V speed here in a second. I don't know my V2 speed yet, so what I'm going to do first... What's up, 787? That's a premiere. Brand new sound effect. Nice and quick. That's beautiful. I know it does hurt a little bit. That's why it's a little short one. I told 787 to use it sparingly. What does DCT stand for? I'm assuming it's direct. Yes, I believe it is direct, Armafera. Might be a tad loud. See, look, they're already upset with you, 787. Hold on. I told you it was going to be a little rough. I'll turn it down. Okay. Already turned it down. 787 says this is what you get for sniping. All right, runway 29. And we'll execute. And now, I bet we'll have some V-speeds available to us. N1 limit. Takeoff. Boom, we have V-speeds. They couldn't give us V-speeds because we didn't have a runway selected. Now we do. So V1, VR, V2. It's 137. So we'll put that 137 up here for our speed. So departure on this one is easy because there is no departure. We're just going direct out of New Orleans. Flight directors we've already turned on. Radio frequencies set. If we were talking to air traffic control, we would have different frequencies for tower, approach, ground, delivery, center, whatever. But for now, we're just going to do our Unicom channel if we were on VATSIM, which we're not. Doors closed. So let's go to menu. FS actions. Doors. Close the door. Sniped, Beckmaster. Okay, door is closed. Ground equipment clear. So now I'm going to detach ground power, remove the chocks, and then request a pushback. Normally we would do this we would request, or we would at least get approval from air traffic control first, but again, we don't have air traffic control. So I'm going to do an L with my tail to the right. So a little different than normal. Usually I think the default is tail to the left, but so I'm going to do standard L, self-drive, standard L, and turn nose to the left. And then select tug and start. While that's going, anti-collision light on, fuel pumps on as required, packs off, ignition mode selector down here is to both. Let me get the parking brake released. Actually, it is released. Yeah, we're good. Okay. So now we're going to start the engines. So the first one we're going to do is engine 2, ground. We should start seeing, yep, that moving. And then we're looking at this here where it's at 17%. We're going to get that up to about 28. That's going the wrong way. Oops. Oh, did it do tail to the left? I should have left it to the right. Darn it. Darn it. What's up, Hollow Point? Okay, so I'm going to go on and start engine 2. So now what we're doing is we're waiting for this to get up to 20.
I'm in danger.
I'm gonna get another push. Nah, I'll just leave it. I'll turn it later. All right, so engine 2 is on. Now we're doing engine 1. Maybe I can do this again. Can I do this again? Do the exact same thing? I'm gonna try it. Do one more, just like that.
Cockpit to ground. Go ahead.
Okay, now we're gonna start engine 1.
Back and start. They want the tail to our right.
He missed your tail by an inch.
Brakes released.
Brakes are released, yes. This weather. Okay, engine 1 is about ready.
Brakes released. Here we go.
I want to see how he's going to do this. It says turn nose to the left, but if the nose went to my left, is it my left or his left? It's going to be pilot's left. Yes, Chai Trang, landing weather is going to be this bad. The whole flight is this way. All right, there he goes. He's going to start turning. All right, good. So, okay, both engines are on now. While we're doing that, we are going to turn the engine Gen 1 and 2 on. So there's 1, there's 2. Then we turn both of these engine switches to cont. Probe heat on. We won't deal with engine ice, winning ice. Engine 1 and 2 bleeds on. Those are down here. They're both on. Packs set to auto. Circulating fan to auto. Isolation valve to auto. Hold on. Gotta do my parking brake. Okay. Okay. APU bleed off. Now that the engines are on, we don't need APU bleed anymore, so we'll turn those off. And then turn APU off. Flaps as required. We're going to put those at 5. Okay. Elevator trim we've already done. Flight controls we won't deal with. Engine instruments we won't deal with. LNAV and VNAV. Let's turn both of those on. LNAV won't come on yet. We're still on the ground. We can't really do it right now. Auto throttle armed. And now we can get ready to taxi. We're going to turn that taxi light on. Set the auto brake to RTO. Check brakes, compass, gyro, gyro, either one. Pre-departure. Storm Singer, thanks for the raid.
Hi.
I always, there it is, it's right here in the middle. Fuel flow reset and back to rate. Okay, good. V speeds, make sure they haven't changed. Storm Singer, thanks again for the raid. How are you doing? Just making sure our V speeds have not changed. 137 is V2, and we are still plugged in for 137. I have data, radios, obtain takeoff clearance. We're not doing that right now. Turn the pause lights on in a second. All right, we are ready to move. Look at this. I love the reflections. I'm doing great, Storm Singer. We're trying to do a scary flight tonight, so we decided to fly into Gary, Indiana. Friday the 13th, we're doing hurricane conditions out of New Orleans. And I could not think of a scary place, and then I was like, oh, I got it. Gary, Indiana. All right, Walk Ninja, you ready? I don't think I'm going to do nighttime 787. The reason is we won't see a lot. I want to see the weather. Did we get the tire fixed? Yeah, you can do that in the MCDU. We replaced the tires and the brakes. Isn't that crazy? I still don't know how my tire did that. Yeah, this is a relatively long flight. I mean, the flight itself is probably going to be about an hour and 45 minutes. So, you know, that's okay. It's just going to be dealing more with the landing and what kind of visibility we have, but in this plane, it won't matter too much. So, Meaty, I'm actually using, there's an add-on called Weather Preset Pro. I think it was like $5. And it gives you like 40 different presets. And I chose the hurricane conditions preset. It looks awesome. But you know what I should do? I should also turn on windshield wipers. I've never used those. Let's see. Let's do low. Unfortunately, they don't actually work. And my OCD is freaking out with them not being in sync. GPU gonna be sweating. I wish the rain was actually affected by the wipers, but they're not. I don't know, Armafera. I don't know. I'm assuming this is the way they do it in real life. Look at this. Ooh, look at this weather. It is PMDG. Yes, talk trash. This is the PMDG 737. You refuse to believe anyone would offset the wipers IRL? I'm sure it's like this. It has to be. I don't think it's game breaking, unflyable. Yeah, I don't change the wipers, so they'll just squeal all flight. Quiet. Look how good that looks. Hollow point, I know, I'm sorry. It's rough on me too. All right, let me do a couple things. We've got to take care of a couple things before we can take off. We're doing strobe light to, or position light to strobe and steady. Landing lights on. Runway turn off lights on. Transponder we've done. Traffic. Click that traffic button right there. Turn on our clock. Confirm we're on a runway, and let's go. Here we go. Ooh, this wind. Oh my God, this wind. It's pulling me. Sean, thanks for the follow. That's a bug. Look at this. Oh God, we got to get off the ground. We got to get off the ground. Whew. Oh my God. Oh my God. Hold on, I'm trying to get my gear down. There we go. Okay, good. Too low? Too low? Oh God. Oh my God. What is going on?
What is going on?
What? It's 100-mile-an-hour winds. No. No. Get us out of here. What are they yelling at me? What are they chanting? I heard da 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 da. What are they yelling? Help me pull. Help me. I can't tell. Oh, airspeed low? I mean, the airspeed is fine. It's just... This is awful. What's the... We have 127 knot tailwind. Hold on. That's fine. Our landing gear is up. Why is it... I'm on VNAV and LNAV. Won't it go fast enough? Okay, what if, oh, they won't let me. Let's do that. Can we do speed mode? Oh God, I thought I saw something. Oh, it was the windshield wiper. Freaked me out. Dude, 100 knot winds. Hard to generate lift when the wind isn't coming at you. Well, we were lifting. What are you doing? What are you? Oh, God. We're not going to survive this. We're not going to survive. We're sinking.
We are in a dive. We are in a dive. We have lost.
Autopilot's off. We gotta get out of here. We gotta get out of here. We're going up 17,000 feet a minute.
All right, now everybody, get in crash position.
My sensory overload.
Hello, calling emergency field.
Emergency. But we're dropping 4,000 feet a minute. We've got to get over this. I'm gonna get sick. Bank angle. Jeez, Pete. Oh, come on. No, it's not live weather. What a nightmare. Wait, we're still over the airport? The airport is right below us?
Oh my God.
Look, it's right here.
Disaster. Disaster.
See, that it is not.
It's a disaster.
No, it's not.
It's like I picked the wrong week with amphetamines.
I have gone in a complete circle over this airport. There isn't a weather radar, Gumbo. It doesn't exist yet. They're going to add that. See, when you hit weather, nothing changes. They're supposed to add that. Okay, so... All right, so let's do this. Let's adjust the wind gusts, right? Let's turn the gusts down. Because we're never going to get out of here. 197 knot gusts. We'll never get out. Okay, looks like we're okay the rest of the way. Holy crap. That was tough. And you want to land in this. Well, I mean, I'm going to stick with autopilot as much as I can. Brutal. I mean, we've barely gotten out of here. We still have 717 miles. Okay. Let's do some things that we have to do because I was too distracted. All the landing lights off. Let's see. Autopilot, auto brake, auto brake, auto brake. This one here. Engine start switch to off. Come back.
Flaps.
No, those flaps are clear. Yeah, the flaps are clear. Just our gear lever is off. Runway turn off lights are off. Flaps are done. Cabin pressure, we'll assume the cabin pressure is great. Cabin pressure is at 6. That's not true. Maybe it is. Oh no, it's actually like 36. Something like that. I don't know how to read that. Seatbelt signs. Oh, their seatbelts were off that whole time. That's fine. Leave them off. Actually, they were on auto, so we're okay. Wow, that was rough. There was a point where we could have lost that. Aviate, defy death, communicate. Yeah, not navigate.
Nervous?
Yes.
Yes.
First time.
No.
No, I've been nervous lots of times.
Okay, now we can go to standard. Wow. Now they're dead anyway. I've turned the wind gusts down, so hopefully landing will still be fine. When did you start installing seat belts? Well, we had some donors, Wormhole. Longtime supporters of Fliggity Air. It looked funny from the ground. Wish I could have seen it. How far to Macomb? Wait, what's Macomb, Mr. Pants? Macomb... I know a Macomb, Mississippi. Jacob, thanks for the bits. Hold on. Macomb, MCB, it says 52 miles. Now, you know what? You know what? I don't think I entered in everything. I need to look and see. Hold on. Maybe I did. Hold on. Let's make sure I did everything with this flight plan correct. So there's Macomb, then OTB. Helmet. Okay, so what I need to do is the approach. I might as well do that now. Thanks again, Jacob, for the bits. Died twice on takeoff, reverting to just stormy. So you did. I'm telling you, it could have been really bad, Vecmaster. I almost couldn't even get off the runway. So Mountain Man, there's a video that I watched. It works, but it doesn't work as you want. It works in the sense that you can do landing gear up with it, but then you have to use your mouse to put it back to off. What's up, NASCAR? So there's a video that True Racing did, and I can link it if you want. There's a few things that I was able to change, and I don't know how well they worked. I think reverse thrusters was part of it. Let's see. Here it is.
What is going on?
Where are you going? So it's Friday the 13th. We're doing really bad weather, hurricane conditions, and we're flying to one of the scariest places in the world, Gary, Indiana. You have to do the landing gear settings in reverse. So yeah, you have to, I believe you're right. I believe you have to have them up instead of down. Something like that. He says it in the video. All right, so Gary, Indiana, arrival, runway 30. There's only one ILS into Gary, runway tree 0, and it's the Lucid 2-star. The transition for us is probably helmet. Or helmet. Let's see what that does. Execute. So now let's look and see. Oh, we're gonna have some vectors. Okay. So let's zoom out on this screen. And then let's go to plan. Go to legs, and then we'll hit this step button. Let me zoom in on that. So hot dog to kick V has vectors, and I wonder why. I don't know why we can't just circle that around. I don't know why we can't go direct to kick V, but we'll see. And so that all looks great. And then they've got a holding pattern already plugged in if for some reason you had to do a go around. And so that gives us 672 miles. Detroit can be scary, yes. Yeah, the charts that I'm using for tonight's flight, it's so this we have 3 Gary charts, okay? One of them is the Lucid 2 star, and so we're going to be coming in through here. Here's Mesas to Copa to Helmet, post-hoc grids, Lucid. And then when we go over to it's so weird, these names, yogurt, hot dog. We take vectors. Which one did we have vectors after? No, go to legs. Hot dog. So we have vectors after hot dog. So we go to Lucid to hot dog. And then these little tiny arrows mean we have to vector into the runway. And then we pull up the ILS chart, and this is that kick V. I don't know why we can't just go direct. We probably will try to go direct to kick V and then head down. 108.75 is our nav frequency. 108.75. Okay, I have both of those in now.
Put it in the vault. I'm locking the vault. It's a vault!
Okay. Well, after all that, we are just getting out of the clouds. Look at this. Just getting out. How about it? After all that. 34,000 feet. It was scary. We have a 60 knot tailwind too. The sky looks like meringue. It does. Isn't that crazy? This whole area. Well, it's kind of a joke, okay, thanks, bye, but basically Gary, Indiana is home to like the largest population of abandoned buildings, and nobody lives there anymore. It stinks, it smells, it's a rough town. I'm doing pineapple juice too. Yeah. It's not a great place to live. In fact, if you want to see this, I think there's a video that we've seen. Here you go. This is a good one. There's a couple videos you can check out, but here's one. The most miserable city in America. Then there is... There's this one. And then... There's even this one.
In this video, I drove north on...
I gotta watch these too. These are probably really good. The worst parts of Gary, Indiana. That's 3 YouTube videos. Why is New Orleans scary? It's not. However, they have hurricanes. So I needed a hurricane. You live by Gary? Well, there you go. Are you in Chicago? Or maybe like Valparaiso. You're Northwest Indiana? Well, yeah, that's Valparaiso, right? Or Gary. Yeah, the Carolina Hurricanes. Blackzilla. Close by both. So, okay, thanks, bye. Do you like Portillo's? You ever go to a Portillo's? For those that haven't been to Portillo's. Oh, man. Check this place out. Get an Italian beef. All the time in Merrillville, yes. Yes. Yeah, the Italian beef, the hot dogs. Oh, man. By the way, did we see what my time was? Did anybody see what my time was on Wheels Off the Ground? Oh, really, Anime? Portillo's in Arizona? Here's window. It was 32 Renaissance. What's up, Renaissance? 32 minutes Wheels Off the Ground? Look at me. That's pretty awesome. Big Beef is awesome. Yes. Oh, don't listen to Wormhole True Racing. Giordano's is wonderful. Giordano's, Lou Malnati's, Paisanos. Gino's East is good. It's just a weird cornmeal crust. But I love Lou Malnati's and Giordano's too. M. Janish, make it one word. But if it doesn't work, you need to do ! Discord first. Then you can do the flight plan when you have to do either one. Not Illuminati's. You enjoy the crust, Jake. Not a Gino's fan. It's a weird thing. No, Jake, I never ordered pizzas. No, someday. Uno's? No. True Racing, we had an Uno's here in Kentucky. If I feel like if you have a pizza place here in Kentucky, I'd rather have, I don't know. It's a little too commercial for me. Only place you ever go every time you're in Chicago is Nando's? I've never heard of that, Saxman. Saxman, do you ever go to Midwest? You ever go to a Midwest conference? up there for music? You do? When was the last time you went? I've not had Nando's. Never heard of Nando's or Nando's. Last Midwest was 18. I was probably there too. Every time I go to Midwest, I'll do Lou Malnati's. Your ground speed is 100 knots faster. What, than yours? Faster than yours? I'm moving at 503 because I got a 45 knot tailwind. Can Lou Malnati out pizza the Hut? That's terrible. Yeah, true racing. Lou Malnati's is legit. It's just there's a Lou Malnati's right behind the Hilton on Michigan Avenue where a lot of the people stay for our convention that we go to. And I love being able to go to that Lou Malnati's. And I'll have breakfast. I'll have leftovers for breakfast like every day I'm there. I only need just one small pizza. That's all I need. Oh, Jake, you on live weather? Is that what it is? You're on live weather? There's a lot more Malnati's around now since the family sold it. I didn't know that, Torshan. I know, Canuck fan. I had some dirty rice for dinner. One of those Zatarain's meals with ground beef and rice. If you ever have those. And I'm gonna need more when I get done. Considered liquidating my retirement and franchising one here in Central Kentucky. I mean, make that money. Do you think it would do well? I mean, think about it, Saxman. The only Chicago pizza place in Lexington, Kentucky now is Old Chicago. How sad is that? No, I know you meant Nando's. Jacob said, I wish I had time to go to Chicago on my Milwaukee trip. I've been to Chicago about 2 times. Great city. I love it. I try to go every December for this convention. It's a music convention where a lot of orchestras and band programs perform, and the company that I write music for has a booth where we sell shows, and in the booth we just advertise our product. So I always try to go up and just check things out, and every time I'm up there, oh, and you know what? Let me link this too. This is probably like the only YouTube video that I've done that I actually thought was pretty decent. When I went up there, I went to the world's largest arcade, and and it's just me walking around for an hour and 40 minutes. If you've ever been to Galloping Ghost, anybody heard of Galloping Ghost Arcade or been there? That's a video that I took where I don't say anything the entire video. It's just an hour and 40 minutes of me going by every single arcade machine. And they say they have like 700 arcade cabinets. And it's an hour and 40 minutes of me, like probably 5 seconds per arcade machine, showing the marquee at the top, the screen, the control panel, moving on to the next machine. So I tried to go up there and check that out when I was up as well. So food, arcades, music. I love it. There's a Super Dogs by Chicago exec we go to and then eat while viewing. I feel like I've heard of that. Wish there were all these great pizza places in Edmonton. We just have the chains and a few poopy small places that aren't specifically pizza places, but they serve pizza. Have I ever had Buddy's barbecue wormhole? Buddy's barbecue? Maybe once? Never heard of it, just looked up pictures, nice retro arcade machines. Well, Jacob, if you like arcade stuff, watch that video. It's a nice video to just kind of have on in the background and just every now and then glance over and see an arcade machine. Storkman, what's up? Good evening. Ooh, Illini, what's going on with you? Back, I was busy with family, was watching, having fun watching NASCAR and doing my favorite hobbies. Well, welcome back, Illini. Oh, Buddy's Pizza. Let me see. Where is this? Oh, it's Detroit style. You know what? I don't really care for Detroit style. It's okay. It's not my favorite pizza. The crust is too doughy. So Michigan. No. Why would I have been there if it's in Michigan. You're 20 in a week. Love calzones, Hollow. I love calzones. We used to have a place here called Paisanos. I guess it was called Paisanos. Now they closed. It's not like the Paisanos in Chicago. What's wrong with Michigan? No, it's just too far away. You graduate next Saturday? That's awesome, Jake. Should calzones be deep fried goodness or blech baked? Baked. Blech baked. Jacob, I would too. I would love to go to New York. I've never been to New York City. I've never been to Boston, Philadelphia. Like, the Northeast is just a location. I've been to Washington, D.C. a few times, but other than that, not much from me. I don't eat bagels, Wormhole. Yes, anime. Speaking of New York. Your better half is coming back from there in 2 weeks. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. How long has she been gone? And then when she comes back, is this permanent? Montreal smoked meat? No, but Wormhole, I watch a lot of those episodes of like Bizarre Foods or Anthony Bourdain, and I see the places they go in Montreal, and man, I would love to have some food in Montreal. 16 months. I mean, anime, it's almost as long as I've known you. Well, I mean, it's almost as long as I've known you. That's amazing. That is wonderful. You're going to be so happy. Illini State, I love this plane. This 737 is just awesome. We might have some issues trying to land this plane in these hurricane conditions. But right now, it's good. It'll be rough. Predict Armafera, and it's got to be negative, not plus. A Michigan left or a normal left? I don't know the difference. JPN80, thanks for the follow. Welcome. You don't think I'm getting a negative? Well, I mean, a positive means I never land. Is that what you think's going to happen? Not with these wins? I mean, It has to be a -2 land to hit the ground. You just think I'm going to float the whole time? Well, and again, I turned the gusts down. Unless the runway is sloped up. Yeah, I can't imagine that's the case here. Smart, Jacob. That might actually be a good prediction. Here's Volanta tonight. This is me here. These are the others flying with us. You can see the line of us. And, you know, usually weekends I see a lot of people on VATSIM, but tonight it's just the bottom here. The rest of the country really isn't being covered too much. We're going to have hurricane winds in Indiana, yes. At least for this landing. If you land upside down, will it count as positive? I don't think so. What are you talking about? This is how you turn... What are you talking about, how you turn left in Michigan?
I'm driving home on good old Woodward Avenue. It's a great road. There's 4 lanes. Speed limit's 50 miles an hour, and the lights are timed so that you don't have to stop at any of them if you're going the right speed limit. There's just one problem. I'm going to want to turn left on one of these major streets that's coming up ahead, and there's a bit of a trick to it. It's called the Michigan left.
Hold on. Hold on. He's huge. Oh. Thank you, brace yourself. He's huge.
I know, you're a good boy.
He is such a good boy. That's not a dog, that's a horse.
I know, you're a good boy. You're a good boy. I know.
He's in the other cam. You can see him just barely. Look, look at him. He's huge.
All right, you gotta get down, big pups.
Go lay down. He's huge. Yeah, I can't even hold him. All right. Anyway, what is this video? Why is this such an issue?
Turn left on this road here, but so naturally, in order to turn left, I'm going to go to the right.
In order to turn to the left, I'm going to go to the right. So
remember, I want to go left.
Why can't he turn left?
No turn on red, so we have to wait.
A Michigan left. I like that this video has 20,000 views and he has 10 subscribers.
As you can see, there's no left turn lane. There's no way to turn left.
There is no left turn lane.
So I'm going to have to go to the right.
Well, it's a one-way.
There's a sign right there that kind of shows what I'm supposed to do. Of course, the sign is after the actual intersection, which I always thought was particularly clever.
Jacob says I'm in Michigan and I've never heard of this. I like that it's circus music.
I'm just gonna have to go into this little U-turn area. Oh, the light is green, so we can go. That's lucky. Sometimes you have to stop there and wait. Now we're back at that intersection. We're finally on the road that we want to be on, and we're also going in the direction we want to be on. We just have to wait at the intersection again. I don't know how well you can see that sign, but again, if I want to go left from this way onto the road I just came from, I'd have to do a similar sort of thing. I'd have to go right and then do a U-turn. That is the Michigan left.
Jeez. The Michigan left. And now a random bolt of lightning I recorded. Oh, there it is. Weird. This is his playtime. Okay, well, what are we looking at? 464 miles. 464. Plenty of fuel. Well, Kay, thanks, bye. These clouds, you know, so everything underneath is pretty rough. It looks pretty up here, but once we go into the clouds, it's going to get pretty bad. So, yeah, landing tonight could be rough. We'll see. We have hook turns in Melbourne to keep the road clear for trams. Right turn from left lane. Okay, that's interesting. Ever experienced Wisconsin's new on-off ramps? You thought roundabouts were a mess. Imagine driving on the left side of the road to get on the interstate. I mean, I think we have some of those. The Stay Puft Marshmallow Man could never ever hurt us. Yeah, I tried to think of the nicest thing. The Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Classic movie. Look at this. You can turn that spotlight on. How about that? Isn't that crazy? Just a random spotlight. Yeah, it is, KW. Make it dark for a second so we can see how much it lights up. Okay. Oh, that's really cool. It lights up a ton. Okay, maybe it doesn't. It does, but there's no light from it. There's a lot of light back here, but I don't know where it's coming from. Let's see. Wonder why they decided it was a good idea to have crisscrosses. Some people have a hard time steering straight as is. What are you talking about, Jake? The Michigan left? Did someone say real-time weather doesn't work with this plane? No, it does. It does. We're just using, we usually use live weather, but tonight we're using the hurricane preset. Because why not? Yeah, the circuit breakers are not modeled. And I'm kind of surprised they're not with all the detail they put into this. With all the failures and whatnot. But it's fine. There's so many things you could deal with in this plane. Just tested my plane. That light looks like your dome light is on. You're right. You know what? I never, ever turned that back off. Actually, no, it is off. It was off. Dome white was off. Oh, unless it was this. It might be this circuit breaker panel. That might have been what it was. Morty. Yeah, I love it, Morty. Love it. I think this plane is just wonderful. I mean, I love flying this. It just works. Everything so far in this plane just works. And, you know, I'm excited, you know, for more updates to fix some things, but hopefully after the next sim update, they'll add the weather radar on the screens. Do you think they had to limit because of the fact they want to bring this to Xbox? I mean, will they? Do you think they actually will bring this to Xbox? Lotech said more than the A320. I do like this more than the A320, yeah. Yeah. It's got, I mean, the VNAV is something that the A320 doesn't have yet. It will have it soon. But I do really like it, yeah. I mean, I like the 320 as well, but to me, there's just a lot more detail here. Yeah, the 737 does come with the Elite variant or whatever. How do you use half the instruments on Xbox? Do you scroll one at a time or does it have a cursor? I think you move your joystick to select different ones. It ups the ante for whatever is released next from anyone. Yeah, KW, absolutely. But PMDG always does this kind of stuff, so they're always going to be kind of the leading front of this. I wonder, Mountain Man, I wonder how many people on the Xbox will actually want the DC-6. Top of descent is in 240 miles. Hey, Jake, I also saw that they're making a Huey helicopter. "47 minutes. I don't think too many, but PMDG said they will make sure all their products come to Xbox. It's a good market plan. They will sell more of their products. Oh, yeah. I mean, yes. Why not? Why wouldn't they? It's already made. They just have to make sure it works on an Xbox. They'd be dumb not to. But I just don't know how many people are actually going to buy it, you know? Puppy. When will the 800 variant come out? 6 to 8 weeks or 6 months? I think it's... I thought they were doing like once a month, maybe? Oh, and I can't remember if that was the case. Was it one every month? All right, Wog Ninja. hold on. I gotta look at this. So when we took off, let me see if I can see. Look at, look at this. Oh my gosh, this was us earlier. Are you kidding? This was us when we took off on this flight tonight. We went up, did a huge U-turn, and then went back and flew right back over the airport and somehow got out. Wow, what a disaster. And then look at where we dropped. Right here, went back down. Oh, that's so crazy. You gained 10 feet, 10K feet in 2 minutes. Okay. Almost looks like a treble clef. Yeah, it did. Actually, a little bit of a treble clef. That's great. You can't find a single hotel in Gary. So the 600 is coming out June 20th, the 800 August 1st, and then the 737. So every 6 weeks, yeah. Gosh, that was crazy. All right, 373 miles left. Top of descent in about 180 miles, 190. And that's when we go back into all of that nastiness. What are you showing, Wormhole? What's that video? Oh, it's a 200. I see. So we are, for those that are joining, we are 362 miles from Gary, Indiana. One of the world's scariest cities. It's not really scary, it's just dirty. And we are in hurricane conditions. Right now we're just flying over top of them. So once we get down and get ready to land, the visibility is going to be a bit of a problem. Hopefully, we turned the wind gusts down, so hopefully it'll just be bad wind, but manageable wind. All right, well, let's get some things ready for this. We're going to go descent, forecast, request the winds. Okay, and load. There they are. And execute. And so now we'll go to, we're going to select 30. This is a short runway too. We're going to do 30-degree flaps at 134 knots and put that in here. We do have our ILS already put in, 108.75. Radios are set, landing altitude is set, ILS is set. And then we'll do altimeter minimums. I guess we can do minimums as well. Minimums here are going to be 791. Okay. Approach briefed, auto brake set as required. Okay. .32, top of descent in about 160. I think everything else is good. We just have to really make sure we're okay with the wind. Wormhole, I was wondering the same thing. I think he did. I think he was streaming it earlier today. Maybe. I don't know if he finished it last night, but I think he was streaming it again today. Comic has a video up that says last box. Okay. Well, he was struggling to get one of the sections in the last box to be flat or flush, and he had to kind of take some pieces apart, and it slowed him down, but I don't know if he actually finished. .5 hours slowed down. What do you mean 5 hours slowed down, Exhorter? It's setting back 5 hours? $5 hours? Wow. Exhorter offered to finish the Titanic for him for a substantial fee. That would just be the worst. Buying a set of Lego and then paying someone to do it. Like, that's awful. What's the point of that? The whole point of Lego is to Put them together yourself.
Yeah. 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 Well, Comic Crazy is streaming and putting it together. Yeah, I think he did. I think he was going to. I think he said the light set was really good.
Really good. There is gumbo. Yeah, there is. And it's really cool because it has like a light that goes like over it that looks like a string of lights. Yeah, check this out. And there might be multiples of them, but there's one of them. There's different versions of different light kits. But it's pretty cool. There's another, oh, okay, wow. There's another one that's, gosh. Come on. No, I don't, Exhorter. I wouldn't want it. I mean, it's cool. It's just not something that I would really want. That's a different one. That one's $100 just for the light kit. And let me tell you, those light kits are a pain in the rear end to put on. And I can't imagine how difficult and how time consuming it is to put on that Titanic. $100. Would look interesting in a large fish tank. Oh gosh, that would be funny. A large fish tank. Missed some Star Trek trivia. I probably would have done very poorly. I mean, I've watched Star Trek, but not enough to know trivia with it. I passed you all up with these winds, this tailwind. I build Legos every day, but when I get a new Lego set from my aunt, my dad would get mad. Why is that? What's this Defiant? Oh, a Lego Transformer set. You must be a big Transformer fan. Don't you love that Canuck fan? Thank you, Canuck fan. It's one of my favorites. All right, about 120 miles for descent, 273 for the total flight. My dad doesn't want me to get more Legos, but I tell him I'm a fan of Lego. Well, why does he care? I mean, at this point, Lego is holding value more than almost anything in the world. Let's see. That's not it. Let me find this. Yeah. Look at this. So we've talked about this, but like we have quite a few of these modular buildings. Have you ever seen these modular buildings? The thing is, they would discontinue them after about a year or two. You wouldn't be able to get them anymore. And we still have the boxes, all the bags. We have everything for these. That one that I just linked, that fire brigade, is $829. We got it for $149. We got that for $149. We also have this Emporium. That's the department store. We got it for like $149. It's $622. We also have the cinema. It's $429 now. It's just crazy how much value. We have the Parisian restaurant. It's almost $500. I mean, I think we have like 6 of those buildings. That means we probably have like $3,000 worth of Lego modular buildings. It's so crazy how much they hold their value. I wish we'd gotten some of the others while we could, because they just even ones you think you don't like, the value they have are just crazy. It's a good question, Wormhole. Probably not much. Look up the application process for a Lego designer. I don't see how they create those. I just don't see how they do it. All right, 245 miles left. 80 miles until top of descent. We have a 44 knot tailwind and hurricane conditions just below. I also see Walk Ninja just barely in front. You still have the original Saturn V in box. What year is that from, K-Dub? We have, I would say we've kept most of our Lego boxes. They're all in the attic, but we have pretty much everything. I don't like to throw away Lego boxes. Jake, you're still behind me. Why not put an arcade in your attic? Because it's not meant for living. It's just for storage. So 2,000 feet is where we catch the glide slope. this is going to be pretty scary. Wormhole, have you ridden that Frozen ride? It's a weird one. It's not bad, but I don't like the LED images of their faces on the characters. Like when you see them like from the side, and you see like their faces like look like TV screens on the front. It wasn't bad. That's in Norway. That's in Norway in Epcot. Nice widget at the bottom. What widget, Chuck? What are you talking about? So you'll hate Mickey and Minnie's Runway Railroad? I've seen videos of that. Oh yeah. Chuck Novice, you're talking about the what is it? Flight sim track. It's pretty cool, isn't it? Where you can keep track of that. I've seen videos of that Wormhole, and I think I would like it. It looks cool. And yes, Tweak, that's exactly right. They do have people from those countries. We ate at the restaurant in Morocco at Epcot, and all of the employees were from Morocco. Very cool. All right, top of descent, 40 miles, 200 left. I love Epcot. I love going to the different countries and checking out the different stores that they have. The food. Ate at the Japanese place and it was immersive. There's a nice Japanese like steakhouse. What now? The Morocco restaurant Marrakesh is now run in-house by Disney. It sucks now. Or it sucks snow. I just remember we ate there. That was the place that had like the belly dancers and stuff. The food was really good. Really neat vibe. It was cool. Sucks snow, yeah. All right, I'm going to go on and put this in for 2,000. And when we get to that top of descent, it should just start descending. Chapek says that the park reservation system offers a higher quality experience for the guests. Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure it's a much higher quality experience. I love falafel, Wormhole. Yeah, we love falafel. I mean, I might be motoring Walk Ninja. I don't know. I've got a 45 knot tailwind. I'm doing Mach 0.78. My ground speed is 501. Yeah, Jake. Zero visibility getting ready to happen. Zero visibility. Probably until the runway. I mean, I have a feeling we are not going to see anything until the runway appears at the very end. Oh, you're in live weather? Okay. I just want to make sure, because right now I think my speed is set up to a certain speed at 0.78, but when we start descending, is it going to stay at that speed, or is it going to go to my like VNav speeds, like set in the system? I don't know, Phoenix. So I gotta watch and see what happens to my speed when we start descending. So far, the flight has been an hour and 15 minutes, and it took us 32 minutes to get off the ground. World record pace, 32 minutes. So my next goal is to be under 30 minutes. Have the horse tranquilizers been distributed? Yeah, Plato, I feel like we are. I mean, I think the only thing I don't know right now is heading mode, but I guess you just do that with heading select for vectors. Everything else I think we're pretty comfortable with. I'm sure I'll make mistakes, but I think we're in a position where next week we can start getting back to VATSIM. What's up, Howie? Sounds good to me. World record pace. Blue Yonder's hair just stood on end and he doesn't know why. Yeah, but he cheats. He doesn't care about his passengers. Brace yourself. I want to make sure our passengers are happy. Oh, we're descending. Now. No spooky music, no. Let's see if we can do spooky music for you. That's not spooky. It's not spooky. It says mysterious. How about fear? There we go. Scott's, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I'm done with it. Okay, so I just took speed intervention or intervene, whatever, off, and that's going to drop me to 259, so that'll work better. VNav might struggle with these winds. We'll find out. Look at the cloud. Here we go. It looks like the tops of mountains. It is very Tim Burton-ish. You ever gonna play Family Feud again? Maybe. Well, Danny Elfman-ish, right? Yes, Jake. This will be interesting.
Just want to tell you both good luck.
Thank you.
For all counting on.
Thank you. Someday, Redbox. I like Price is Right. It depends, John. Sometimes they look really good.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Honk.
I got a bad feeling about this.
Gary, Indiana, in a hurricane. Morty said, I just bought it. Is it easy to get started? It'll take you a little bit of time, Morty. It'll take you a little bit of time. You can use the checklist that comes with it. But when I use the checklist that comes with it in the sim, it took me 3.5 hours to get through the checklist. We use a different checklist now, but even then, you still have to know where the stuff is. Yeah, it was a very long checklist. The first night took us 3.5 hours. Then the next night we did it again with a different checklist that took us 2 hours. Then the next night we used the same checklist and we felt better, and it took us 45 minutes. And then the next night took like 40 minutes.
Oh my God, what a disaster.
And then tonight, it took like 32 minutes. Yeah, best way to learn it is by watching YouTube. Specifically, there's a guy who did it in 6 minutes and 9 seconds. And I personally don't recommend that, because I feel like you're gonna overlook things that are important. You know, you just don't want to just burn through it. You know, you got to find that happy medium. Where can I find the checklist at? It's in our Discord, Morty. It's pinned in Discord. Clearly they're not important if the plane works and does everything. Okay, 113 miles left. A copy of the Lord's Prayer. Yeah, look at this visibility. Where's Walk Ninja? I don't see Walk Ninja anymore. Went to get some cola and tripped on the stairs, sitting on the couch with a sprained ankle. What? Evening, Logan. Going to bed. Go Warriors. Go Warriors. Evening, Logan. You're gonna miss a fun ending. .66 knot tailwind. You were running up the stairs and misjudged a step. What did you learn? Canuck fan, I don't think it's going to be as bad because I don't have the wind gusts turned as high as they were earlier. We'll see. Did you hear about the new G800? No. What about the new G800? I don't know, Scots. I don't know if they feel different. I'm not sure. Okay, 96 miles away. No visibility. Okay, thanks, bye. Thanks for the follow. Internet cut out due to the power of MSFS.
I can't see a thing. I'm flying blind.
Drag required. Okay, Wog Ninja. Yeah, thanks. Okay, thanks. Bye. Appreciate it. No worries. Thanks for being here. Looks very cool. Scots, it's wonderful. I mean, if you like this kind of stuff, it's so good. Absolutely worth it. That's a yeah, Sax man. Put that in sound effect ideas on Discord. It is spooky. My barrow is done, PP. I've got it at 791. Oh, that one. There we go. Got it. Thank you. It was a graveyard smash. .77 miles. So far, so good. Now we have an 84 knot crosswind. No visibility. Now we're starting to see more erratic winds. Also really bad speed. We're really way too fast. This song has a whale sound effect from Star Trek 4. Airport 2022, New Orleans to Gary. This is gonna be tough to control the plane. I just gotta hope that the autopilot doesn't shut off. I don't remember, John. I do not remember. Thank you, Saxman. Thank you.
Damn. I can't see fucking shit out of this thing.
Got it. Now the wind's getting a little crazy. Look at all the shifting numbers here.
She's starting to shimmy. She's starting to shimmy.
66 miles. I mean, I don't think we're gonna see anything until right at the runway. So we're just gonna be staring at these instruments. That's impossible. They're on instruments up there. I don't know if he, John, I don't know if he stopped and turned it back on. I do, yeah, Wormhole, I do know someone that would do that. Every single episode. Someday I'll watch all those. Hey, you know what I watched today? I watched the new Kids in the Hall on Amazon Prime. I used to love Kids in the Hall. I watched the first episode today. Anybody a Kids in the Hall fan? I'm so excited to see they release some new ones. The worst canon series, really? A live band playing while the plane goes down. Why did that screen go out? Why did my middle screen go out? Thank you. Thank you. Now it's real spooky. Yeah, things aren't working. No, failures should not be on. Yeah, it's on norm. Okay, we're getting close, you all. 50 miles. Speeds are good. 87 knot crosswind. You can see we're moving a little bit. Yeah. Excuse me. Yes, Mamba. Gary, Indiana in a hurricane. Because why not? Okay, down to 4. And it looks like they're not doing the vectors anymore from Lucid to hot dogs. So I think we're good. Drag required, okay. now we have rain. That's true, K-Dub, yes. Morty, get me an envelope.
God, if you sent me $50, you are going to be so sorry.
Thanks, Canuck. Appreciate that so much. There's some sketchy streets in Gary. Can't imagine them at night. No, never. Listen to this weather. This rain. Getting nasty. 112 knot crosswind. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man.
All right, now everybody get in crash
You looked around Gary today and you thought LA had some rough areas. I like the pictures you put in Discord. We are not descending like we should to 4,000. There we go. There we go. Get there. Got to descend faster here. Do we reckon Flig will bust his gear, or will the gear be all that remains? Tune in at 2 a.m. to find out. I mean, it's going to be quicker than 2 a.m. It's, we only have 37 miles left. Don't hold F2 too long. Well, I thought I fixed the reverse thrusters part on my Bravo, so we'll find out. Yeah, you're right, Walk Ninja. Tune in at 1:37 a.m. Listen to this rain. All right, I'll turn the wipers on. They don't matter, but I'll turn them on for you. I've driven by it, Mamba. I've driven by it. You used to live near Gary? We are going to screw this up. I know, Canuck fan. Yeah, the storm sounds awesome. Okay, so it's doing... Okay. I'm gonna do... Hold on, I'm gonna do some vectors. I'm gonna do this. I know. I know, I'm going a little quick, Vanix, but I'm also doing it through their speeds that are built in. So I'm doing vectors. It's set for 203. Ooh. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh man, really bad wind. Oh no. Oh god. Oh no. No pain. No pain. This nose is too low. No pain. Oh no, you gotta turn, champ.
Laps.
Oh god. Oh god. No, it's struggling against the wind. It can't turn into it. It can't turn.
Oh my God, what a disaster. Disaster.
Don't say that. Don't say that. God. Whoop, whoop. Oh God. Oh God. I can't. No, we're down. Oh no. Oh no.
Winds of 114, you are clear for ILS approach.
Runway 29er. Contact Dulles Tower frequency in the outer box.
Christ, he's gonna crash the fucking plane!
I made it! A perfect 3-point landing!
These winds were too much.
Change. You got change.
Not the flight planes. Not the flight planes.
$1. Thanks.
Not like this.
Is this possible to continue? Oh God. Dude. These winds are terrible. These winds are terrible. I can't do it. Mamba, thank you for the gift subs.
What is going on? That's what she said. We'll do it live. shipload of time.
Immediately regret this decision. I immediately regret this decision.
Oh God! Oh God! Oh no! Oh, come on! Off the ground and up! Dude, this is impossible! Impossible! I can't control it! Up, man, up! I just want to land! I mean, these winds are terrible. They're 80 knots, an 80-knot crosswind. Now no visibility. More rain. No, no, no! This is so bad. Oh my God. Oh, come on. Like how I'm trying to adjust my trim. Like it's gonna matter. All right, landing gears down. Oh God. Oh no. No. Oh God, we're so fast. Where's the runway? It's where are the lights?
Oh my God.
Is that
what a
them?
Disaster.
What's up, Walk Ninja?
It's a disaster.
This is not procedure. Buttered it. Buttered it. What's your prediction? I mean, we're here. I don't know what else anybody wants. We're here. Wow. Gosh, that was just, I could not, 100-knot crosswinds. That's exhausting. That's how you land while flying with Fliggity Airlines. I can't imagine, John. I like how I landed right with Wog Ninja. Brutal. What a brutal landing. Give them a 5-star review or they'll force you right back on the plane to do it again. I like that. Brutal. The crosswind limit on a 737 is 30 knots. 30 knots. Yeah, good landing last night. Tires blew out. Crash landing tonight. Tires are perfect. Although I will say that that tail is shimmying again. Let's find out, actually. Hold on. Let's find out if there is a problem. Hold on. If I go to menu... wait, where was it? Where do you see your failures? Oh, that stuff's gone. Everything's gone because I slewed. Oh, there's 2 active. Tire failure and nose tire balance. So I have to go to maintenance and service the tires. Replace the tires.
I gotta tell you, that sounds awful.
That sounds awful, Joe. So did that not fix it? Actually flying to Gary. Well, I mean, we kind of flew to Gary. We were kind of thrown into Gary through the hurricane force winds. Maintenance takes 10 hours. Does it really? Okay. All right, well, that'll have to happen. All right, well, everybody else is landing. And after all that, you're in Gary, Indiana. Welcome to Gary, everyone. It's worse than flying to Gary. We died in Gary. And all we got was this crappy t-shirt. What a disaster, you all. Just a disaster. Oh my gosh, that was so bad. Just awful. Just awful. I gotta tell you, Joe, that sounds awful. So bad.
I gotta tell you, that sounds awful.
What's with all the noise? What's all the alarms? Wee 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 wee. I don't know how to make it go away. Why do I still have power? I thought I turned all my power off. Hold on. I have turned stuff off. APU's off. APU bleed is off. Engines are off. It won't stop. This music is supposed to be scary. Oh my gosh. What a disaster. Well, I hope you had a good time. That was not my finest work. Oh, Devious, thank you for the bits. I saw that too. Mamba, thank you for the 5 gift subs. Devious, thank you for the bits. Simple, thank you for the bits too. That was something. I will say I enjoyed that reset. Reset enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I kind of wanted to land, but it's okay. Kind of loving all the fliggity liveries. Hold on, let's see here. Oh, it's louder on the outside. It's so bad. Main menu. I gotta get out of here. That alarm is annoying. Isn't that how you deal with alarms? You just walk away. Well, thanks again, everybody, for being here. Tomorrow, no stream tomorrow, okay? No stream tomorrow night. However, we'll be back Sunday. And Sunday will be the first night on VATSIM in this plane. So, we'll see how that goes. Let's see who we're gonna raid. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Baking pancakes, making bacon pancakes. Take some bacon and I put it in a pancake. Bacon pancakes, that's what it's gonna make. Bacon pancakes.
What a voice. Raven's not here to enjoy that. All right, everybody.
Think we'll be entertained tonight? I will. I brought a book.
I like the new version too. Well, will you do the 146 next on VATSIM? No. We are done. We're gonna go say hi to Mr. P. We love Mr. P. Thanks again, everybody, for being here. Yeah, Jake, it was a 5-digit crash. That's pretty good. That's not easy to do, 5 digits.
Wait, where are you going?
We'll see you all Sunday, I hope. So, all right, everybody, let's go say hi to Mr. P. Night, everybody.
Thanks for joining in on this one. So, there's only one person we can go and raid from here.
No! I was literally just about to raid him. I've literally just said there's only one person we can raid from here. It's Fliggity. Mate, we're gonna have to pay this raid forward. I got 115, but dead on the markers. That's a very, very nice. That's a very nice landing. I was literally just about to raid you. I can't, Ninja, mate. I can't. I'm sorry. I'm time committed. So, Fliggity, I really appreciate you thinking of the gentleman sending me through a big raid. You're a legend, mate. We just had 2 beautiful flights today. Sydney to my home of Coffs Harbour, and we did the return journey in the 737. Landings of 130 and 60 feet per minute. I think we flew it rather nicely, if I'm honest.